Building code requirements for custom kitchen cabinets. I'm designing new custom kitchen cabinets and need help to make sure the design meets building codes of San Ramon, California. Tell me if any of my designs below do not meet the building code. Are toe kicks on kitchen cabinets required to meet code? What is the minimum and maximum toe kick height above floor? The cabinet door will stick out 3/4 from the cabinet frame. What is the minimum and maximum height of granite countertop top surface to the floor? What is the minimum height of the microwave bottom, above the stove to the granite countertop surface? What is the maximum distance from the front surface of the microwave/vent to the back edge of the stove? What is the minimum distance from the front surface of the microwave/vent to the back edge of the gas stovetop? What is the maximum distance from the front surface to the microwave/vent to the front edge of the stovetop? My stovetop counter design is 27 deep with 1.5 granite countertop overhang for total depth of 28.5 cabinets above stove are 13 deep. Is there any maximum distance from the cabinet door face to the granite front edge? What is the minimum height above granite countertop to the cabinets to the left and right of the stovetop? Is it okay for the cabinet bottom flat surface of the base cabinets to sit flush on the floor, or does it need an air gap above floor? What is the minimum height of the bottom of a 2-oven unit above the floor? Can the oven sit on the bottom of the cabinet, over the toe kick? What is the minimum and maximum distance from the back edge of the stovetop to the back tile? What is the minimum distance from the front of the granite countertop to the edge of the stovetop? The granite overhangs the cabinet frame edge for 1.5. Please provide a link to a kitchen design guide to meet code, which includes cabinet design requirements. Both the oven cabinet and pantry are 27 deep.
Hi and welcome to Just Answer. In residential construction, there are not many code requirements for cabinets. You can pretty much do what you want. Commercial would be a different story. Most designs are just based on comfortable and convenient dimensions that make life easier for the user. Many dimensions are simply recommendations by the manufacturer, and this includes appliances. I recommend browsing the internet with keywords such as recommended dimensions for kitchen cabinets to see typical dimensions that tend to work for the majority of the people using them. Appliance installation manuals will give their recommended dimensions as well. From your entire list of questions, the only code requirement I saw was the microwave above the stovetop. The code states that the bottom of the cabinet must be at least 30 inches above the stovetop, for the entire width of the stovetop. The microwave can be any distance above the stovetop as long as it is attached to a cabinet above that is at least 30 inches above the stovetop. Microwave manufacturers typically make their microwaves as short as possible so that it doesn't interfere with cooking on the stovetop. Cabinets can be bought in standard sizes, and this will often control the dimensions. But there is no reason why cabinets cannot be custom made to any dimension. Try to stick with the recommended dimensions, if you can, this way you know that a typical person can reach things and feel comfortable using them. For example, very tall wall cabinets may require a ladder, and no toe kick can make it uncomfortable for a person to stand at the counter. Just things to keep in mind. Let me know if you have any questions.
Do I need a building permit from the City of San Ramon for the following project? Tearing out all kitchen cabinets and countertops, building new cabinet frames myself, and buying the cabinet doors online, having a granite contractor install granite countertops. I am not making any changes to the plumbing or electrical. Not installing any new appliances. If I do need a permit, how detail of a building plan do I need to provide them? Do I need to provide them any additional information than what I show below? I drew up a kitchen plan using Geomagic Design, which shows all the cabinet locations. I also show on the drawing all plugs, lights, light switches locations. Shows how many circuits are provided in the kitchen, with amp rating, and list of all plugs connected to each circuit breaker. Also stated that I am replacing overhead recessed light bulbs with LED light fixture, which just screws in, no wiring changes. The other existing lighting in the kitchen is fluorescent lights under kitchen cabinets, so all lighting in the kitchen is either LED or fluorescent lights. List of smoke detectors in the house. The following is a list of San Ramon Code permit exemptions. http:/www.c.sanramon.ca.us/building/exempt.htm http:/www.c.sanramon.ca.us/building.
Hi, yes, you will need a building permit. The drawings you have created should be plenty to submit. You will have to pay a small fee and fill out an application at the building department. Even though much of the electrical and appliances are not changing, the inspector will still want to inspect that they are being installed correctly and that the electrical meets code. If you have any questions, please reply to this thread. How did you make out?
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/ythi.